Probably.
But we can talk about him behind his
I like to say things to his face.
To the side of his face. That's what I like the most. We'll get to the Poundcake sports break here in a couple of minutes. It was off last week because I had to do a short show, and so it went on a 1-week hiatus. But he's going to do a live one. We're going to move it from Wednesday to Friday, second week of February, because we're going to be doing the show live at Public Auditorium for the NBA crossover event. Third week of February. Friday, February 18th will be at Public Auditorium live, and so Poundcake's going to do a live sports break then. I saw that SeaWorld is trying to buy Cedar Point. Didn't you guys used to have a SeaWorld in Ohio?
Yeah, right there by Geauga Lake. Across the lake from it.
Now, I've never been to Geauga Lake. How far out is that?
It's out there in Aurora.
Geauga County.
By the outlet mall?
I mean, same city.
That's what I know of
around
Aurora.
there-ish.
All right.
Man.
So, SeaWorld is trying to dangle some funds.
How did they have any money left? Like, I thought they all got shut down for the most part.
But they probably cut their operating costs.
Right.
They fired all those dolphins.
Yeah, they got rid of all, they're just aquariums now, I feel like.
Don't know. They have offered to buy Cedar Point's parent company for $3.4 billion in cash on hand.
Wow.
I didn't realize that that Cedar Fair company was based in Sandusky. Mm-hmm. I know Cedar Point is there. I didn't know that the company was based there or headquartered there because they own a whole bunch of different places. Anyway, all of the business columnists are talking about this, that Cedar Fair is being offered a whole lot of money.
I hope they don't do it.
By SeaWorld, which is based in Orlando. Why do you hope that they don't do it?
I just don't feel like it would be the right move. Cedar Point has been Cedar Point. They're not hurting for business. They're thriving. Every year it gets better and better. They come up with new rides. I like it the way it is. Don't make it corporate because it's gonna. I mean, I know
it is corporate.
It's but
Huge corporation.
Bigger because I feel like Six Flags or what is it? Who's SeaWorld?
SeaWorld, yeah.
I mean, there was a SeaWorld here, and look what happened to it.
My first thought, though, is always that this is one of these things where, like, the information gets leaked so that it makes the stock price go up, because that's what happens.
Well, maybe.
Like, they'll go, oh, SeaWorld offered us all this money, and then the Cedar Point company stock goes up, and, you know. But who knows?
But they're not going to turn it into a SeaWorld.
No, they would just own the company.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I doubt you would see any difference in the day-to-day operations of Cedar Point.
Okay, so you say.
But SeaWorld became something else out there, right?
No.
No,
SeaWorld closed, and then there was Geauga Lake, which was the amusement park, and that bounced back and forth between being Geauga Lake, and I think it was a Six Flags for a little bit, and then it went back to being Geauga Lake, and then it closed.
I see.
Dude, it
was a Six Flags for a little while?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even get to go to Six Flags. That's how quick that thing came and went. Like, it had to be Six Flags for what, a couple years?
Yeah, I think like 2 or 3 years. It wasn't a very long time.
The only thing I remember there was I loved it because they had bumper boats. That was like my favorite thing to do at Six Flags or Geauga Lake, whichever one it was. It was like all I ever, like bumper cars, but on water.
Yeah, but you could get that at like a local, like a Swings and Things or like a Good Time.
Yeah, I know. But
out
that's
in your neck of the woods in Berea. Isn't Swings and Things out in Berea?
Like
and
Homestead.
that guy says there's nothing to do there.
Right on the corner of Olmsted Falls and Berea.
See, there are a lot of places you could go to, and there would be swings. And there are some other places you could go to, and they're just going to have things. Only they thought to... Now, full disclosure, I've never stepped inside. I don't know what the hell's in there. It's a fun place.
I mean, it's like the inside's like an arcade, and they might still have laser tag. They used to have laser tag. And then outside, there's batting cages. There's putt-putt. One of my boyfriend and I had first dates. We went and played putt-putt there.
Gotta change the name. Don't know who runs it. Gotta change the name.
Swings and Things is iconic around here, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I assume that's why they haven't changed it, but iconography only gets you so far. Swings and Things. You're
you know what you're getting.
You're relying. You're not getting that. You're relying heavily on the things.
Yeah.
But that's super vague. People go, I'd love to play video games, but there's nowhere around here. I'd love to play ring toss. What'd you say?
Yeah, ring toss.
There's nowhere around here. Oh yeah, that's part of the things over there. Yeah.
Going to swings.
And nobody's going for swings.
They have paintball too.
I was gonna say going to Swings and Things as an adult is a very different thing than going as a kid. Because when I went in college, and we were going to play paintball, and I was like, "Oh, I've never actually gone to the paintball field. It's a war zone."
I hate paintball.
I love paintball. I used to play paintball all the time.
I'm a wuss with pain. I don't do well with pain, so I'll get shot. They're like, okay, 3 shots to your body and you're out, or 1 shot to the face and you're out. And I'll get shot once, like it'll clip my shoulder. I'm like, oh, I'm out. I'll like raise my gun in the air. I'm like, I can't stand paintball.
When I was on in Pittsburgh, we used to do a Mother's Day paintball challenge every year, where a winner had to bring their mom.
Oh my God.
It was so fun. So the teams were people and their moms against.
Funny.
Oh, it was the best. So fun.
There's a paintball thing in the new Jackass movie, and it is
It
very
hurts.
painful.
Paintball hurts.
Yeah,
it does hurt, but you get so much adrenaline going that you stop feeling it,
Not
and
me.
then you get home and you're covered in welts. And I used to love paintball.
We did a team building exercise for one of the bars that I worked at the paintball thing. We did like a whole
It's a way to
day.
build a team.
Dude, I hated it. I got shot like in between my shoulder blades and I quit. I was like, I'm done. Screw this team. I'm out. Because that's like just a spot that it goes through your whole spine. It hurts so much.
And you've got the goggles, so like if you get hit in like the cheek, or it's no fun, but it's so fun.
If you have the goggles and they're good goggles and you get hit right in the face, that actually doesn't
That's
hurt.
kind of fun, yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
No, I hate. I was always the nerd because I'm like, I either have to wear my glasses or I have to put these stupid goggles on, and they're gonna fog up. Can't see crap already. Like I was just the worst kid to have.
So
on your team.
glasses would fog up.
Yes, everyone would hate. No one wanted Cody on their team because
Poor Cody.
they knew
this guy.
I'm not like.
I was getting my ass beat, but I didn't have like foggy goggles and things all the time. And
I got my gut sticking out. I'm trying to like be all like quiet and hide behind a tree. They're like,
your gut.
Like I'm trying to be sideways with the tree, and then I just hit pow like right in the belly button. I'm like, ow! They're like, your gut was sticking out, fat ass, and then they get me.
Wow. Because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy with him.
Yeah.
He goes, they're going to get me. They're going to get me.
That's kind of how I am too.
And so they get you every time.
I go into it with a very negative mindset where I'm like, I hate this game. I'm not good at it. I'm not very fast.
But you're so positive, Mary.
I'm positive about life. I'm not positive about paintball.
Paintball
is life.
Paintball is not life.
Paintball is life.
Not for me.
You've heard ball is life? Just put paint on the front of that, okay? Paint, ball is life.
Ball is paint life.
Ball is life.
I've seen some of those videos on TikTok where people do the airsoft matches, and some people don't acknowledge when they get shot, and so they'll just like let other people know and be like, hey, this guy is not tapping out because he got shot a bunch of times. So then they just hit him with a barrage of those little BBs, and it's pretty funny.
No way,
when my
man.
son was like 12 and 13, he and his friends, all they did was airsoft. So like his birthday parties, these huge airsoft arenas, like him and his friends and all the, oh my God, spent so much money on that stuff. And the guns look real.
They look very
yeah.
Which is part of the appeal. So it's
Terrifying.
like, it's no bueno.
to the point
but-
where they've gotten away from the real looking ones, and a lot of them are see-through now.
Yeah,
They
they're
look
like,
like toys.
sorry,
Clear,
hot
yeah.
pink or whatever.
Yeah.
Let me give you some money here, and then we'll get to the sports break. It's $1,000 for you to go fund yourself. Listen closely, and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword deposit at WMMS.com. That's deposit. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Did you hear, Poundcake, when we were talking about Steph Curry being born in Akron? Did that matter to you?
What do you mean? Did it matter to me? I already knew that.
But you were talking about like hot athletes.
Yeah,
and-
he's hot. He's cute. He's real cute. He's a family man, though, and I would
He's
say
what?
He's a family man.
I heard they have an agreement.
When has being a family man ever stopped you, by the way?
No,
You said married guys hit you up all the time.
they do, but I feel different when it's black families because a lot of them go. Well, I do. I feel a sense of
Why?
like,
Are
'cause
they
that's-
less married?
No, that's just like my tribe. You're not supposed to knock your own.
You're both tribes.
I feel more connected. I was raised by my black mom, and I just like I didn't have a household, and I'm taking this dad away from his kids.
So the white dad you'll bang.
Yeah.
Black one you will not.
Reparations.
I don't think he knows what that word
yeah, I don't
means. Anywho, all right, he does know sports. It was on hiatus last week because it was a short show last Wednesday, but it's back with a vengeance. Are you ready?
Yep.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
In the headlines today, I've never felt more connected to a sports story in my life. A youth basketball coach was fired after he grabbed a referee's neck during a game over the weekend. It was all over a bad call, but instead of coming for the ref's job, he came for the ref's neck, literally. I've always said my philosophy when it comes to watching kids. If I can't whoop them, I can't watch them. In this case, this coach took that as, if he can't rough them, I'm going to neck him. This coach has since been fired, like I said. Also, WWE superstar Brock Lesnar body slams Wee Man in public at a restaurant with guests not in on the joke. Wee Man got broke off over a table at some restaurant in St. Louis, and everyone witnessed the act and kind of just didn't react. They just kept eating. Johnny Knoxville was there as well, so one could assume it's probably promo for the new Jackass movie. But still, Brock, pick on someone your own size. Golden Corral has no comment. Lastly, I swear this is the last week I'm reporting on a Las Vegas story without giving you guys your own segment. I believe this guy was on a previous sports break, but hell, I'm not sure with all these athletes screwing up out there. Who's to know? NFL player Damon Arnett arrested for assault with a deadly weapon against a valet. He allegedly tried to retrieve his car without a valet ticket, and a dispute broke out, and he pulled out his gun. No wonder no one offers to keep these players' cars safe overnight. You remember what happened last time? And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Poundcake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
Do you think it's going to freak you out to do a live one when we're there for the All-Star game?
No. I kind of get in the zone. I don't look
Good
up.
sports reference. Mm-hmm. You don't feel boxed out?
No.
You don't dribble over your words?
Oh, no. I think I'll be fine.
All right. I think you will too. I'm just asking.
It's going to be a slam dunk.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope there's some juicy stories to report on by then.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be. There's every week.
I want
juicy stories.
You want some real good ones.
I want a nice pun so I can get I get a reaction from our crowd, you know?
No, what did you say? If I can't rough him, I'll neck him?
If he can't ref him, I'm going to neck him.
Ref him and neck him.
I had to do something.
How about this Brian Flores story? Brian Flores was the coach of the Miami Dolphins, and people were kind of surprised that he got fired because the Dolphins had a decent season. They just didn't go to the playoffs.
Yeah, they ended the season winning most of their games. I think they won 8 or 9 in a row.
But he's basically putting a stake through the heart of his career because he's suing the NFL, saying that their hiring practices are racist. If you want to take a quick count, you'll notice that Mike Tomlin is the single black coach in the NFL over there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's been there for a while. But the interviews he's been doing just make you feel weird. He was on CBS this morning talking about how Bill Belichick accidentally texted him, congratulating him for getting a job that he thought he was interviewing for, but it was already gone. And he says it's because he's a black guy. And so he's suing the National Football League.
For the New York Giants. What happened leading up to that interview?
Before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to, I've received a lot of calls, emails, texts, messages in support of what's going on. It's been a tough 24 hours, I would say. Sure. So to everyone who's reached out, obviously family, and I just want to say thank you.
Of course.
I just want to say thank you. So last week, I interviewed for the Giants position. I was set to interview on Thursday, the Monday prior. Before I interviewed, I received a text message from Bill Belichick saying congratulations on the Giants, essentially congratulations on the Giants job. There was a little bit of back and forth.
We have the text messages there on the screen.
Yeah, there was some back and forth and
some confusion because you haven't sat down with the Giants yet.
I have not sat down with the Giants. There was some back and forth, and I asked him, "Is you talking to the right Brian?" And as you've seen through the text messages, he was actually thought he was texting Brian Daboll,
who they ended up hiring.
Yes, sir.
So at that point,
text the wrong.
Yep.
Oh, man. Hey, then they're showing the text exchange on screen. He goes, "Hey, Giants, congrats." And he goes, Brian Flores is like, I think I got a pretty good shot at it. And he goes, oh, you got it. And he goes, well, I'm interviewing with him Thursday. He goes, wait, do you know that you're dating Brian Flores? Oh, Jesus. So Belichick steps in it there.
And how is Belichick getting that already? Like he
I love
knows?
how all these guys know. They have everyone's cell numbers.
Yeah.
It's like when celebrities are like, so anyway, I texted John Krasinski. It's like, how do you know? Everybody's got everybody else's phone numbers.
Well,
it's a
with,
network.
With the NFL, a lot of these guys worked for the other ones at some point.
Did he work for the Patriots?
Dable or Flores?
No, Brian Flores.
I don't know, but
Dable used to be with the Cleveland Browns for a while. He's been with a bunch of teams. He was here for a minute.
Right. But I mean, and then just through networking and stuff like that, I'm sure you get a lot of people's numbers, and you probably it's like I have so many comedians' numbers, and so does Mary. I'm sure.
No, I don't have any.
You don't have any?
Nobody's.
Then how did David
Don't worry
call
about
you
it.
and ruin the birthday present?
Yeah.
He actually did call
pressure
from
cooker or whatever.
It was an air fryer, and he called from an unknown number. I answered it because I thought it was my mom.
Unknown number. And so anyway, then he goes on to say that the owner of the Dolphins was going to pay him to lose games. That he was going to give him a bonus. What's the point of that? To go higher in the draft?
Yeah, to get a better draft.
Is that big of a deal that he wants to pay him $6 figures a pop to lose games?
Certain years it is. I mean, if you could have got Joe Burrow, that's a good year to have the number 1 pick overall. The Browns did it, and they got Baker Mayfield.
But how do you coordinate a team losing on purpose?
I don't know. You just make dumb calls and look what Hugh Jackson did. He was he made.
Yeah, but he says that Haslam offered him money.
Yeah, and he's a natural at it. And the way that it happened with Hugh Jackson, it's not that Haslam offered him money. He took that money. Like, right? He had to have taken that. He was 1-15 and 0-16. I'm pretty sure he took the money.
But how do you? I mean, if you're, when they're like refs or price point shaving and things like that, But how do you coordinate your team to lose every game?
You have a terrible roster, and if you look at those teams, and
a draft pick is one guy is worth that much.
A lot of draft picks are, and the number.
But then you have to hope that they're as advertised.
Yeah,
it's a huge gamble.
It's a huge gamble, but it's how you rebuild your teams.
Wow.
Back to you quickly on that, though. I want to make sure I'm perfectly clear on what he was suggesting. I don't want to put words in your mouth. You were working too hard. You were doing too much in the effort to win. He was trying to get you to do a little bit less, and said, "I'll give you $100,000 for every game."
Exactly that. That's just not in my DNA. That was never going to happen.
So what did you say to him?
That's never going to happen. I didn't come here. Look, I'm always going to try to win. That's who I am.
I saw the Hugh Jackson statement before I saw this Brian Flores thing. I'm like, why would he do this now? This is why he did this now. Yeah. Jimmy Haslam was paying me money to lose games.
Well, you did it great. If that's
Haslam was paying a lot of money to tank Justin Bibbs' mayoral campaign too. So, he's just writing checks left and right.
If you were trying to lose games, you did a fantastic job at it.
You're king of the hill.
Yeah. Nobody's better at losing games.
Man,
but also,
really, really good.
I'll do that. If you need a year, and listen, you don't have to say we're paying Bill Squire to tank the team. I'm going to try my best, and we're going to lose every game, and we're going to have the number 1 pick. That's a guarantee. I'll make it. If you want a year where you go, okay, we're trying to rebuild, we want that number 1 pick, I'll be your coach, and things are going to, we should probably make it Hard Knocks, because it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
But you'll get your no wins, and you'll get your number 1 pick.
Brian Flores was an assistant coach of the Pats for like a decade. So
there you go.
That's how okay. Wow. And again, God bless him, I guess. It's impossible to prove that the National Football League is racist. You can't just go, you have one black coach. But, man, when he's like, they want to pay me to lose games, that's the interesting stuff.
Well, it coming a day after Tom Brady officially retires.
Right.
And then you go,
Belichick,
he's gone. Like, no one's talking about Tom Brady today. They're talking about everything else.
Oh, boy. Okay, I got a break. You want to get a text for anything? 35192 to get me there, and you can listen on the iHeartRadio app wherever you are.
The Alan Cox Show.